Alrighty then. Okay, here we go. All right, so we are back to the campaign. All right, so a little summary. I usually start the video with a little summary of what the guys are up to. All right, well, basically the guys went to Waterdeep when they finished in the Ravens Bluff area. So they were at Ravens Bluff. That was a while ago, and so they decided to come to Waterdeep, which has nothing to do with Ravens Bluff. That's 3,000 miles away. That's completely something different. All right, so they went to Waterdeep. They decided to go to the yachting portal, and they met the bartender, Duran, and Duran was basically telling them about a couple of assignments or a couple of missions that the guys would maybe be interested. Mission number one was them to find the Serpent Fang, or Serpent Dagger to be precise. Mission number two is for them to find a group of halflings that decided to go down there, and they were connected with Duran. He's kind of worried about the little guys. So the guys ended up finding them this last week, and whether they want to kill them or not, that's, whatever they want to do, they can totally kill them if they want. All right, so we'll start there. We're waiting for another guy, but he is not, probably going to be late. All right, so if you are in Roll20, that would be good. I don't think you're in Roll20 there, Mr. Pascal, but if you want to go ahead and get in here, that would be good. All right, so.
I want to set up my token.
Oh yeah, well, you've got a new token. Oh, you know what? I gave you the extra character sheet. I didn't name him. I just put it's a generic name that it.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to work on it because my character has the ability to make lesser versions of himself. I just won't do it this session.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'll fill it out for next time. I haven't had time this week, unfortunately.
Oh no, that's good. We're not no pressure in the game. All right, so is this the new guy right here? This guy over here? What is this guy? Oh, okay. It looks kind of weird, but all right. Well, he's not technically here yet. I just kind of wanted to make sure that he was set up correctly, which actually no, I have to put his name and all that. All right, show name. What's a vision of your new guy? 120 for dark vision or what?
He has 200-foot dark vision and 100-foot blind sight.
Okay, so I'll go with 200 dark vision and has sight. Okay. All right, so while I'm messing with this token, all right, so you guys already know you beat the Driders. They're perched up on the ceiling, which you already know it's 80 feet in the air. Now the cocoons, all you hear from them is the soft, muffled cries of help that are coming from the eggs, the cocoons, which again they're up on the ceiling. You could, whichever way you want to undo the guys, get the people down from the cocoons. It's up to you. Again, you don't even have to do that if you don't want. You could just leave them up there. It doesn't matter to me. But again, you do hear the soft, muffled cries of the little halflings, and they're halflings. Reason being is they're speaking in common. They're also small in stature, so 2 and 2 equals 4. All right, so you finished off the Driders, and what do you guys want to do? You want to investigate the little guys, or you want to keep moving forward, or what's the dealio?
Let us investigate the halflings.
All right. So again, the halflings are up 80 feet in the air. They're perched down from the webbing. So I would imagine Mr. Mingar is going to bring them down. Am I correct on that?
I can fly and get them down one by one.
All right. So Mr. Mingar flies up, gets them down. You guys open
Down?
Bring them down, right?
Only one, Nelson.
Okay, only one. All right, so the one that you did bring is a halfling female, and you already know what I meant to do, which again I already had a little preview for you guys. But anyway, she says, "By the gods, I'm alive," and she kind of looks up and says, "My brothers, where are my brothers? You must help us." And she's pretty like groggy from the poison, but you know she does manage to get up and let you know that her brothers and sisters, whether they're technically brothers and sisters due to bloodlines, you know, you don't know, or it could be a manner of speaking. All right. Well, anyway, she's telling you that she wants them down because, you know, she might or might not be related to them. So, do you want to ask her anything else, or do you want to bring them down, or what do you want to do?
Want to know what they were doing here, Nelson?
All right, so she can barely see because again the poison is kind of making her a bit groggy. All right, so she kind of says, "We're here to scout out and go into the," and then it calls to the rich. "We're trying to make it to the Skullport. One of our comrades, our elder, he's our leader. He was taken by the Drow. The Eye of Bluff were supposed to." Make us as slaves into the Drow realm or the Skullport and sell us to the Drow. But unfortunately, some of us were captured. There was a great battle between the Driders and the Drow, and the Drow were pretty much all killed, as well as a majority of the Driders. The ones that made it back up came here to retreat, and again they had us as webbing. But I don't know exactly where our leader, our elder leader, went. He more than likely is down in the Skullport area. We must try to find him. He's got great news of the downfall of Waterdeep.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so basically she's telling you that they need their leader due to the fact that they has imperative information about the bringing down of Waterdeep. So he happens to know of a plan that is being concocted by some of the people in Waterdeep. I'm sorry, in Skullport, that are going to bring down the city of Waterdeep. So they were trying to get back up and bring that information to Peregrine, the lords of Waterdeep, as you guys already know. But they were again ambushed and taken by the Drow, and on their way down into the second level, which again you guys already know that there's stairs to the east, or I'm sorry, to the west of here, that you know will take them down to the second level. I do want to mention this. I was going through the video, and Pascal, I did say 15 armor class. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, guys, so that things like that kind of bother me. So anyway, I did say 15 armor class, and about like 30 seconds later I said no, it's 20 armor class, and then I said I never said 15 armor class. I did. It's because I got things going on in my mind, guys.
But people make mistakes in the heat of the moment. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, well I'm a bit of a, you know, I'm anal with the correct information about the campaign. All right, so she's telling you about that one of their elders is. Well, you guys already heard me. I don't think you guys want to.
So just a little starting point. So I guess I'm there, and who is there with me?
Well, it's the same. It's the same people.
Somebody died.
Yeah, Cadge's character is technically dead. So it's only you and Elias and Trayvon. But again, Trayvon is running late. He might or might not be here today.
So I'm alone deciding right now.
No. Jason is with you. Jason and Silver's character, but Silver's not here yet. So, but Jason is right here with you. He's in the game. You can ask him questions.
Elias, do you care about those halfling thing? I'm just chatting, whispering to him, so a bit far away from the halfling. Do you care about those people?
Seeing that they are also halflings, I do care to an extent. Not to the extent that I will take them back and hold their hands all the way back to the surface. I have more pressing issues I want to find down here.
Do they have any equipment on them, or?
Well, the equipment, the magical items that they did have on them were stripped by the Driders.
So the Drider we just killed. So is there a stack of this equipment somewhere?
Not in here, not in the area that you're at.
So yes, I guess you want to let them go.
Yes, I do. I see no reason to further harass them. They've been through enough.
All right, so you're bringing all of them down. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, we'll take them all down and ask them what is the kind of monies they are saying that there is on Hebron. Not Hebron, but the city.
All right, so they all basically thank you guys, and they're all looking up at you. They're like little children, you know. They're small. You guys already know that. All right, so they basically are saying, look, we have to find our elder, our master. He's the one that brought us up. He's almost like a father to us. We have to find him. He was taken by the Eye of Loth down into the second level of the Underdark. More than likely, is going to be taken to Skullport and sold off as a slave. So if you can try to help us, and they're in their undergarments, guys. They're like in their jammies, I guess you could say. And they're telling you that again, they're trying to find their master or their leader. I guess you can call it a leader. He has imperative news that he has to get back to Lord Peregrine to let them know that, hey, the leader of the group, which technically hasn't told them what the emergency was all about, because he wanted to get back to Peregrine, the Lord of Waterdeep, to let him know personally. So the guys are basically a little bit like confused. They know that it has something to do with Skullport, and something dire is going to happen to the city of Waterdeep, but he didn't really give details due to the fact that he was the one that was able to read the plans of the Drow, where the plans and documents that they did take a look at have, well, again, they're with the Eye of Loth, which again have taken the leader. And by the way, the leader and his brother, as I mentioned in the chat, are the ones that have been taken to Skullport. All right, so any additional questions you want to ask these poor defenseless halflings?
Not really. I show them the way to go back to the surface, and I tell them they should go that way because they will die if they stay down here.
He says, well, we're willing to... He says, she basically says, I'm willing to go with you guys if you are interested in having me. I can't let my master go without at least trying to get a hold of him. And she looks at the other guys and says, man, I have to go on this quest alone due to the fact that you will more than likely not make it back if we continue on this path to try to find our master. And they all kind of look like they kind of want to help, but they know they're outmatched by some of the denizens in the Undermountain. They're not going to make it because, you know, they're pretty hardcore down here. All right, so he basically says that.
Question for you, Kaj. I don't want any dead weight. Is it your new character, or if not, I'm not sure I'm taking dead weight with us.
All right.
It's an NPC, so I'm a new character.
Does she know? Ask her. I want to ask her if she knows of this human that came down here with the illustrious many-fanged dagger that I am looking for.
She says, I don't know of this human that you speak of. There's literally dozens of adventurers that come down into the Undermountain every day. I personally don't care about any humans or anyone else other than our leader and our group. So I don't know who you're referring to. And even if I did, I wouldn't know if he was able to make it down into Skullport. Oh well, you didn't actually mention Skullport, so I take that last comment back. That's player knowledge.
So, Elias, you want to take some dead weight with us?
I would suggest that she were to accompany her companions back, regroup, restock, and get some rest before continuing their journey. If she were to travel with us, there would be no guarantee of us to keep her safe. We are going to travel until we find our objective, and that is what we're looking for right now.
She says, "Well, would you be interested in trying to help us out? Even though you rejected my offer of joining your group, can you at least try to find our leader? If you make it to Skullport, at least let us know whether he's alive or not." And she hands you a messaging stone. If you don't know what that is, it's just Google it. 3.5 message stone. It's just a stone that is used as a cell phone. Anywho, so she says here, she grasp it in your large hands, as opposed to her very small hands, and she looks at you with her soulful eyes. Well,
I let Elias deal with her, Nelson. I don't really care about the halfling.
All right, well,
so I say talk to Elias. He's the one that's going to help you.
Yeah, she looks at Elias and she looks at you with her soulful, big, brown eyes. She says, "You must find our master. He's like a father to us." And then she says, "If you find him here, just message us and let us know he's alive, or even if he's dead, please let us know." And then she hands you the stone in your hands. She cups both her hands into your hand and says, "Please do me this favor," and so we have to know. So she's kind of begging you to, if he's alive or he's not alive. If you see him in Skullport or, anywhere, just be on the lookout for the guy. Is what she's trying to say.
We'll keep an eye out.
She says, "Very well." And then she kind of looks at the other guy. She says, "I'll tend to my men now. If you have to move, if you have to leave now, I'll understand. We'll make it back somewhere." She says, we should be able to make it back. The entrance to the well is not far from here, so I don't think there should be any problems. So she kind of says, anyway, she tends to the other halflings that are, not feeling too hot at the moment, nauseated, I guess you would say.
And we will continue on our journey for this many fang dagger.
All right, so this is where I guess you guys are going to move out of here, perhaps?
Yes.
All right.
We should have a little rest.
All right. All right, well, this is where Kaja, your guy is in this, well, I shouldn't say he's there. That would be, well, it doesn't matter. If you want me to move you, Kaja, regardless, you can be pretty much anywhere you want, really. So anyway, you are watching, again, you are watching dead bodies all around this room, Mr. Kaja. So there are lots of cocoons, webbing, specifically mostly in the roof of the area. You see like a dozen or so cocoons that don't look like they have anybody in them. Mostly it's cocoons for spiders, because again, you do see small spiders as well as large spiders. The reason I don't put spiders on the map is because we're for one thing, you don't get XP for low level spiders, so just ignore them. It's just we're just wasting our time, killing spiders that are not going to give you XPs. So anyway, you do see spiders all in the roof, Mr. Kaja. Small spiders, large spiders. They're kind of just all on top of the ceiling. A couple of them on the floor, but again, they're not to the point where they're threatening you, Kaja. So you see the Driders as well as the Drow in this particular room. You know where the entrance to the second level of the Undermountain is, but you well, the guys are a little bit too far for me to have you make a listen check. So that's not going to do that. All right, but other than that, what do you want to do, Cage? You want to move? Well, while Cage is trying to decide what he wants to do.
I'll just stay. I mean, are they actively threatening me?
No. What I meant is just for ambiance. You're not going to get XP for 5th level large spider cages, so we're just not going to have that. Yeah. So
I just ignore them. Then.
Yeah, they're ignoring you. You're ignoring them, but there are a dozen or so spiders in the room. All right, so this is when you make a listen check, Mr. Cage. You start to hear footsteps coming in from this door right there, and again, you can have a DC, but more than likely you're going to make it. Well, actually, make a DC of 20, because you definitely can hear something coming closer to you. All right, so if you want to roll, that's good. If you,
it's a listen check.
Yeah, both of you guys can make a listen check. So if you want, unless Mr. Cage's character says, no, I'm moving silently all the time. So you do have to mention that. All right, so again, you guys both make a listen check. All right, Mr. New Guy, you can definitely hear something coming from the north. Mr. Mingar and Ellis, if you want to make
let's see.
Elias, I should say. Sorry about that. Elias, if you want to make a check too, that's fine with me. It doesn't matter to me. So.
Just a quick thing before you introduce the new character. Kaj, did you put a list of what you had on you? Don't want to be mean, but you were probably the.
I posted it last time.
Sorry?
Are you asking whether the other guys?
His gear from his previous character is in the chat.
Oh, I got you. Okay, that's.
Oh, you put it in the chat the other week?
Yes.
Yeah. If you scroll up, Pascal, you'll see gloves of Lipsuju focus, and so on and so forth. All right, so again, you can just scroll up, and that's all his stuff. All right, so Mr. Kaja, you can hear something coming from up ahead, from north. Let's just just say Mr. Mingar, you can hear something from the south, unless Mr. Cage's character has a crazy high move silently.
I mean, I'm not going to be too quiet. So how did I end up here? Was it a teleportation accident? Like
yeah. You mentioned that you were keen on that idea.
Yeah, so I just splatter all the bugs in the room. I do 160 damage to everything in the room.
All right. Are you you open the door, Mingar, and you see this guy is just stomping spiders all over the room, and that's it.
Well, no, you see wings sprout from his back and splatter everything all over the floor and the walls.
All right. So this is where you guys meet, and you will, that's where you roleplay your stuff. Well, let me take a lead, guys, because again, you guys just met, so you have to kind of, introduce yourselves.
Do you have True Sight?
I don't know. Mingar, do you have True Sight? Yeah. I don't think he does.
Have what?
I think he has Arcane Sight, but not True Sight.
Yeah. Do you have True Sight active? Because you'll see something very different.
Oh, I get. Let me tell you the right.
Let me take a leak, guys. I'll be back.
Yeah.
If you have True Sight active, you see a very different scene. So.
have something. Let me see the name of that thing, George. What's that about?
Oh, it's sorry. I meant to mute myself, but it's texts from my roommates.
So if neither of you have true sight, all you see is just a gnome, wings spread out of his back and splatter the spiders all over the walls and ceiling, and then vanish.
I have improved blind sight, arcane sight. I can see invisibility. So that's basically it.
If you don't have true sight, that's all you see.
I see a gnome.
Yeah, a gnome that sprouted wings out of his back that smashed everything in the room. Just splattered them all over the place.
I'm trying to see what was good to recover on you, except the money.
Well, he had a 200,000 gold belt of +6 all stats.
+6 all stat?
The belt of magnificence from the miniatures handbook. +6 to all stats.
Jesus. That sounds nice, but I like my belt of many pockets.
All right. Well, you guys, did you find out if he had true sight or not, or?
Yeah, he doesn't. So he just sees a gnome, 2 sets of wings spread out of his back, splatter all the spiders all over the walls and the ceiling and floor, and then vanish.
Oh shit! All right. Well,
and I was wrong. It's 240 points of damage across all of them.
All right. Well, what are you guys gonna do there? You watch this guy just go apeshit on the spiders. Mingar? Elias?
I'm just waiting that you finish and see what his intent are.
I mean, it's all done in a swift action. Like, instantly. Everything's dead. And then you hear him start
just kind of...
You hear him start muttering to himself about teleportation failing in Undermountain, and God damn it, I've been stuck in here for 3 days, and fucking teleporting bullshit.
All right. And I remember your message about everything radiating magic. Therefore, just a little heads up for Mr. Arcane Sight.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Arcane Sight. My character, when he casts, he only has a minor aura of illusion about him. No other magical effects whatsoever.
All right. What do you want to do there, Mingar?
I'm just waiting that the gnome come toward us. See what his intent are.
I mean, after a few seconds of him cursing to himself, he'll notice you and be like, friend or foe?
And Mingar would say, friend, how are you doing? Where do you hail from? And can you help us on our journey to Skullport?
Will it get me out of this shithole?
You make more talking, Nelson, than I will do.
I'm trying to get you started, Mingar.
Yeah, I know, but it was intentional that I didn't.
Sorry.
Say anything, Nelson.
Sorry, my bad. I thought you were just Okay, well, forget about what I said.
So you're trying to get out of here, I guess? Are you?
Yeah, I mean, well, you see, I had a friend that bet me that I couldn't teleport into and out of Underbound. Joke's on him, he can't collect if I can't get back. But I'm kind of stuck here.
Elias, do you have any witful comments that you'd like to make at the moment?
No, I am going to continue to stand behind my giant meat shield friend here and see how this pans out.
All right.
Strange person in the Undermountain is something to be wary of, especially when they splatter an entire room in the blink of an eye.
Gotcha.
So, in which direction are you going? I can tell you how to get out of here.
Oh, I mean, Skullport? You going to Skullport? I'll go to Skullport.
So, Elias, what do you think about it? Do you trust him?
Cautiously. I cautiously trust him.
Can you,
He wants to get out, and we
yeah.
want to get out as
Yeah,
well.
All right, there you go. That's better.
I'm sure we can trust each other to an extent.
And I would assume so. All right, well, Mr. Bill Ward, did you want to put your 2
Yeah,
cents?
sure.
What kind of skill do you have that could be helpful to us?
Oh, I mean, I can do this. And he just, there's still spiders down the room, right?
Well, there's spiders, but again, they're not going to give you XP. But yeah,
Yeah, but he just goes, I can do this, and he proceeds to, since you have Arcane Sight, you can see what spell I'm casting, right?
yeah, but he technically can't identify it. He knows that you're casting a spell, but he's not an
Okay.
he's not
So
a mage.
Yeah, so I literally just, out of the point of his finger, a little beam of light comes out and just absolutely fucking obliterates these guys down here. It's a twinned maximized fireball, but it's from the plane of shadows, so it's 130% real.
Oh my god!
Just obliterates them.
Yeah.
So I guess if you're casting beside me, you know that I'm a mage slayer.
Well, I mean, if you want to hit me,
No, but you are aware that I am because you cast beside me.
Oh, okay.
You became aware of it. Basically, that's how it's worked. If you don't cast at me, I guess it doesn't kick in.
Yeah, I mean, but he just blows up these spiders down the hallway, obliterates them in one hit. Yeah, I make things dead.
All right. Well,
honestly, I don't trust too much magic caster guy.
I think he will be of some use to us, at least in the near future, maybe into the long-term future as well. We'll see how it pans out.
So just make things clear. If you cast a spell at me that I don't like, you probably will be your last one.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've heard threats before, but it's kind of dumb to threaten someone who you don't know their capabilities. But okay.
Look at the Drider in the room that we just left, and they were a good caster, and 3 of them, and they all dead.
well, that's a a good way to make a first impression, Mingar. Threatening the guy you meet.
Come on, I don't know him.
Oh, that's true. That's true. All right. Well, do you guys want to just stare each other down, or what? What do you want to do there?
I'm not the guide, so somebody take the lead and I will follow.
Ah,
Let us start looking for this human with the many-fanged dagger.
all right. All right. Well, to the west, you remember because again, you do have a copy of the map. You know that the stairwell is to the northwest. Again, you have a copy of the map. So, if you want to be precise, you know that the entrance to the area that you're looking for is up the hallway to the northeast. I'm sorry, to the northwest. All right. So,
Elias,
yeah.
just look at what how many gold piece I type in. So is what you get from Cash Def last week.
Okay.
Ultimately, we will sell the stuff, so make it like if we sold it.
78,000. Alrighty. Equipment.
All right. Well, I do want to mention a couple things in the room. There is what looks to be a small chasm, well, pit. I guess you can call it a pit on this area here, and then this area here. Now you don't have to make a listen check, but you can hear noises coming from either of those holes. I guess holes in the ground. Now, whatever.
So we found the standards and they're going down, right?
Yeah, they're going down, right? And you hear, well, you don't have to make a listen. You don't have to make any kind of check. You know what insects noises make. You know it's definitely not a human or a humanoid or some sort of a humanoid creature, because they can't make noises like clicking and almost like a clicking and chattering noises coming from that area, or again both of those holes. Now whether those holes mean anything or are a shortcut to the second level, you don't know. I'm just pointing that out because I don't want you guys to think that that has anything to do with the weight to Skullport. I like to throw side missions, so it might or might not be a side mission.
I guess, guys, we should not get delay. We should go to Skullport right away. I don't know your opinion, yes, and Bill?
Is Skullport where the guy with the many-fanged dagger is?
Yes.
Could be.
All right.
Well, yeah. What I mean is, Skullport is a city on the third level of the Undermountain. Let me just show you a map because I want to make sure you guys understand how the Undermountain works. Because again, it's very important. All right, so here is a map of the Undermountain. Actually, let me just put water deep.
Because we can fight monster for mount down there. We should aim for what we want.
Yeah, you guys can be down here for a very long time. I don't know if you want to do that, but it's definitely doable. Let's see, Undermountain. I just want to give you guys like a side view of. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is technically what you guys are all about. So here is a side view of the Undermountain. You guys are here, right up here, first level. So the store level is underneath that, and then the Sahak level, and so on and so forth. The Skullport is in the third level. So Skullport is here, and again, if you've probably never been to the Skullport, it's dangerous, but the city is in this level here. Now it's not a exact distance, because again you might say, wait a minute, that map says that the sculptboard is only like maybe 20 feet high. No, no, it's just a, you know, it's not really a precise map is what I'm trying to tell you. All right, well, you get the idea. You guys are in, this is the first level, and again, the third level is called the Sargoth level. All right, so just to give you guys a heads up on that one. All right,
Are we
well,
not the second level?
yeah, Sargoth is technically the third level, guys. So let me just, yeah.
I think right now we are on the second level, right?
No. Remember, you guys are on the first level. This is the first level of the Undermount.
Oh, I thought we went down one level.
No, you haven't found the stairs yet. I know that Silver was talking about he was saying stuff about second level. What I meant to tell him is that he kept asking about the Loth area that the temple might be located. I said the Loth temple is adjacent to the stairwell. Is what I should have been more precise on. But regardless, this is the first level. This whole area is the first level. The second level is a completely new map, by the way. So just a little heads up there.
So why are we not heading for the stair, guys?
Yeah, the stair is up here. So just whenever you're ready to go down, or actually if you want to go down in these crevices, you look down there, and just to make things go a little bit faster, guys, one of you guys drops one of the torches that is hanging on the walls of this area, and it goes about maybe 35 feet downward, and you see that the hole or the tunnel of this chasm or pit goes towards the west. So you drop the torch down, and you can see what looks to be the side of of a hole or a tunnel that goes west. Whether you want to go down that hole, that's up to you. I am just giving you some other options if you're interested in exploring that particular cave or tunnel or whatever you want to call it. All right, so I'm going to not harp on the tunnel because you guys might not give a shit. So just let me know if you guys want to proceed towards the stairs.
Let's take the stairs.
So yes, you have to lead because you're the one with the skill to find trap and thing like that.
Mm-hmm.
So just following you.
So the stairs are up that way, right?
Oh, stairs up here. You see a torch at the end of the hallway, flickering mysteriously in the shadows.
Let's head that direction while checking for traps.
All right, you definitely can hear. Well, no, you don't hear anything. Remember that this was technically, well, if you want to keep going forward, that's up to you. You do see a big blood-stained floor up ahead. Whoever's leading the way. There's a door here to the left, and whether you want to take that door, you
check the door for traps. Any traps?
All right. Well, what? Make a search check of.
Bill, are you coming?
Yeah, I think he's with us. Hey, Mr. Is it Kajia? I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. All right, so if you are going to be opening the trap, you need a search check, and if you don't make your search check, you might or might not blow yourself up. All right, so listen check. All right, so go ahead and make a search check. All right, he rolls
25.
a 25. All right, so you don't find the search, so the trap. Well, I think I did this a little bit too. I did it prematurely. You should have said. I should have said you don't find anything. So ixnay the magic trap, guys, because I fucked up. I should have said you don't find anything, and then you should have done whatever it is that you want. So technically ixnay that trap. I will either redo it or just say that you don't find anything. All right, for right now, you don't find anything, sir. I was just a little eager on the draw there.
Is the door locked?
It is definitely locked. Yes, it is.
Eternal Wand of Knock. Spend a charge for the day and unlock the door.
All right, so the door opens. There is no trap. You see, what's interesting about this area is that this place is filled with, it's got the smell of awful odor. Awful as in dead bodies, guys. So you definitely can smell a very bad odor coming from the room to the west. You also notice that the walls of this particular area, let me just get this thing open and then you can look inside. Shoot. The walls of this area are definitely, they're filled with this sort of slime, I guess you could say. Now, before you start thinking, the DM's going to give us another one of those slimes. No! It's just, there's ambiance people. Like to give the atmosphere of a disgusting place, which I'm going for. All right, so the whole room it opens up, Mr. Elias. The walls are covered with this, like this slime. The floor has these weird alien contraptions. But let me just put this alien stuff on the floor, and then you can tell the guys that, hey, there's this weird shit on the floor. All right, so this is what you see, Mr. Elias. All right, so this is on the floor. All right, so this is what it looks like, sir. Anyway, see these almost like pods that are on the floor. You don't know what it is. You can make a nature check, but the nature check is 32. So it's kind of up there. I don't know if you have enough points for the knowledge nature.
I probably don't. Nope. That looks sketchy as fuck. What do you think, Mingar? This room is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Is it on the way to the stairway?
Yes. It's an offshoot in the hallway on the way to the stairs.
So forget about that room and let's move forward.
All right, let's go forward.
So let's close the door to be sure it don't open again.
All right. So the slime again is again covering all the rooms. And by the way, since you do have a copy of the map, you know that the stairwell is in this room. So if you don't go in this room, you're not going to go down the stairwell.
Oh, I thought the stairwell was at the end of the hallway.
Is the new character with us?
Yeah, is he in the game? What the fuck?
Where'd he go? He's not in the game anymore.
So let's wait for him. He's probably unplugged or DC something.
Yeah.
Is he in the chat?
No, he's not in the chat. Let me, what the hell happened? Let me add him to the game. Maybe he's having some computer problems, perhaps. Man, I would sure hate to, lose my people. Jeez. Alright, so I'm trying to add him to the game. If he doesn't show up, guys, we only got 2 people. We're gonna maybe have to... Jeez, I might have to recruit more people, perhaps. I don't know. I didn't get a response from Silver, and Kaja just freaking left, which I don't know if that was on purpose or maybe he was having some internet problems.
Oh, it's probably internet problem. Come on.
Oh, there he is.
We'll have something.
All right, so he's back. So, Kaja, you dropped? Your internet's not working, or what's going on? Let's have him send him a message.
I was flickered. I'm back.
Oh,
Give me 2 minutes. I will be back.
all right. So, Mr. Cage, your computer's work or your internet's not working correctly, or
No, the power factor. I'm back.
oh, okay.
I just wait for a reboot.
Oh, okay. Well, the guys basically are in the room that goes down to the second level of the Undermountain. I don't know if you were here when I explained the, how the Undermountain's configured, but let me just show you a map, a side view of the Undermountain, because again, this is.
I saw the map, and I saw the tunnel, and I saw that we were going to go. I don't know whether we were going to go to the stairwell or the tunnel.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, you're up to date. All right, so let me ping you guys, and then you guys can do what. Well, basically, they opened a room that had a bunch of slime in it, and they were a bit worried whether they should go in or not, and they were like wondering if you were going to follow, because they were a bit scared.
Slime, or what kind of slime?
Well, they found these pods on the floor. Let me just give you a. They found these pods that are on the floor in this room. The walls are covered with slime. Some of the pods are on the floor as well as the ceiling. Now the ceiling, as you already know, is 10 feet. So I mean they're kind of close to your head. And in this room where the guys are looking at, there is a bit of a puddle of mucus that is on the floor. You don't see any kind of dead bodies or anything like that, but the room is pretty nasty.
Well,
yeah.
I have Arcana, Religion, and the Planes. Would any of those knowledges fit?
No, it's knowledge nature. It's a bit high because these things are very very rare. It's a 32 knowledge nature check. Why is it nature? Well, it's not magical. It is technically natural. What these things are, it's not. It doesn't grow in the fairlands of where the humans hang out, but it definitely might grow inside the Undermountain.
I mean, I'll try lighting it on fire and see where that gets us from outside the room.
All right. Well, the guys are they're just kind of staring inside the room. The pods are a little bit inward, so if you want to walk into the room and take a shot at them, that's up to you. So
they left me behind, didn't they? My token's all the way back here.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
you're like you're over here. I mean, all you have to just move your token up. They're over. Yeah, you can see them. All right, so the room that they're actually looking into is where the door is. All right, now you can see the slime in the room. So they're a bit hesitant to. Yeah.
I have line of effect. I'll just fire a twin maximize fireball into the room. The way my spells work, they are entitled to a will save first to disbelieve, and then a reflex save for half.
Now that requires an intelligence for that. Am I correct on that?
No, it's a will save.
Even though the creatures might not have any kind of intelligence, it still will save, right?
Yeah, it's still a will save. If they're considered objects, they automatically pass the will save and they just get a reflex.
All right. Well, you can definitely hear some noises coming from some of the pods that you just crisped. All right, so the whole room lights up and it is technically on fire. And these things come out from the pods and are trying to get the fuck out of Dodge. So you see these ants that are crawling all over the place. It's kind of like if you threw a one of those roach bombs in your house and they just start scrambling everywhere. Something like that. So you definitely can see that some of these ants are trying to get the fuck out of Dodge, leaving the room. So there's a couple of them that are heading in your direction. You can see them coming towards you guys. So you did kill a majority of them, Mr. Twin Fireball Maximize and all that.
Well, to be fair, nothing I cast is real. So
yeah, that's why I was wondering whether these ants would technically make a will save, because they're just ants. So if I
I
remember
mean,
this.
they're still entitled to a will save. Even even magic items get will saves.
Yeah, but it's an illusion, therefore it requires some sort of a, you know, some idea that this is an illusion. Regardless, I'll go ahead and make a will save for my guys because I'm not 100% sure if they're immune to illusions. Is what I'm trying to get at. All right, well, there's a save for this guy, and then there's a save for the other guy.
It's a DC 30 for the will and a DC 30 for the reflex.
All right. Well, the I'll roll one check for one roll for whatever the will and the reflex. I rolled a 28 as well as a 23, which you just mentioned that doesn't make it. So just let me know what happens to my.
So it's if you beat the 30 will save, you take half damage. If you beat the 30 reflex save, you take half damage. If you get both, you take a quarter damage.
Well, you know what? Now you got me thinking. I think I'm just going to do a traits for swarm, guys. They're technically swarm. I'm wondering whether they're immune to.
Swarms are vulnerable to AoE effects, so they're going to get really fucked by this.
Oh, yeah. It's just, do they, are they immune to illusions?
They're immune to mind affecting, but not illusions. Not figments or shadow spells.
Well, I am not seeing that on the traits. Are difficult, impervious to, yes, torch, weapons. All right, doesn't say anything here about illusion, so I'll go with that because the book doesn't say anything about that. All right, so as you can well see, I made all three rolls, fort, and fort. There's only 3 swarms, guys. No need to go crazy with you guys. Yeah, all right, so if I made, give me the damage on, I'll just put 1, 2, and 3, and you tell me what happens to 1, and then 2 is down here, over here.
It's 180 damage over the twins because it's all my spells are maximized. So.
All right. Well, you know that there's there's maximize is a 3-level adjustment for your spell, plus the.
Not for me. It is free.
So you're a divine caster, am I correct?
No. So all my spells are shadow spells, and I have the dark template, and I have a planar bubble on me that lets me prepare my spells in the plane of shadow. A little piece of it. Right. All shadow spells prepared in the plane of shadow are automatically maximized.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know that. Huh. Well, so there's no adjustment for level. Okay, well then that's twin.
All of them are just maximized, and I only cast shadow spells.
But twins is, if I remember, that's a 4-level adjustment.
Yep, and I have a metamagic cost reducer, arcane thesis on silent image, and because of my class, silent image becomes a shadow spell. So my silent image is heightened. And I burnt a 5th level spell slot to do this.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. So a level 4 adjustment for twin fireball. Yeah, the fireball still counts as a 3rd level spell, though, right?
No. So here's the way it works. I cast silent image. I heighten silent image up to a 2nd level spell. Because of my metamagic cost reducers, it's actually a 5th level spell, which lets me cast a 4th level spell that's 50% real. Any evocation or conjuration, creation, whatever. It's a class feature. And then I'm twinning it, which is pushing it to a 5th level spell because twin spell is 1 less on silent image.
All right. Well,
it's very, very annoying, but I can go over it with you if you want.
No, just as long as you know that twin is a 4-level adjustment and.
Yeah. Well, for silent image, for silent image, twin is a 3-level adjustment.
Yeah, because you have arcane thesis. I got you. All right. Well, regardless, just give me the complete damage, and I'll go.
It's 180 fire damage in the radius because it's twinned, so it's 90 times 2, and it's 50% real if they make the will save, and it's half damage if they make the reflex save.
All right. Well, as you can see, my will save is 29, 27, and 21. Does anybody make it?
Well, it's a DC 30 for both. So
All right, and I gave you the calculations on how I got my DC. 30 is kind of high. How did you get that?
So I have a very high intelligence. I'm heightening with Earth Spell, and Arcane Thesis reduces all metamagic costs in the one spell, so I get an additional heighten level out of it.
Yeah, but
And
doesn't
then-
affect the DC of your spell.
Heightened spell affects the DC of the spell.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It increases the spell level in every single way.
So, yeah.
And I have an intelligence of 34.
Huh.
So
Oh.
12 plus 10 plus being a gnome plus spell focus illusion, because Silent Image and the shadow version of it are both illusion spells. So that gives me a +1. And it is a 5th level spell.
Increases the effectivity at the level. The saving throw affects the spells. All right. Well, you're right. You're correct. All right. So 180 is too mucho damage. All right. So he basically kills all the ants that are in the room. All right. So that is a 16 CR. These guys are called the abysmal ant swarm. Abysmal ant swarm. All right, so take the XP or take the XP when you can get it. All right, so you pretty much burn off these abysmal ant swarm that were going to attack you. So the room is pretty much cleared. So you can, if you want, you can go forward.
What is the CR of the encounter, Nelson?
16 times 3. 16.
Doesn't a few guys can count the XP?
Yeah, I don't know
Yes.
who does the XP, but whoever wants to do the XP.
Not only Silver does. Anyone? Anyone
Well,
want Jason or
I'm
Kat?
kind of I
Let me
could,
see.
but I'm
I
kind of
think there's
feeding
an
my.
XP calculator online.
I'll tell you
I'm
what.
feeding
Why don't
my
you just?
daughter, so.
Yeah. Why don't you guys just?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. Why don't you guys just jot it down to when you can at the end of the
If-
night you can
Yeah,
calculate.
If any one of you can just mark down each encounter, I can just do it at the end of the night. It's just right now I'm feeding my new baby girl, so I'm kind of one-handed while I'm playing.
16 CR
How many monsters?
3
3 at CR 15.
CR 15. Let me just. No, I'm sorry, 16. Let me just put that on the chat.
CR
3
16.
CR 16.
One character at 17, right?
Yes, I think Mingar is 17. That is correct.
Yeah.
One at 15, which is me. And what is Kajada's level?
Kajada, I would say I think he's 16. I think.
16. Calculate. All right. Copy.
Yeah, I am level 16.
17. It's that. Shift enter. $16 gets that. Oh, I got a Tinder. 15 gets that.
All right. So while you guys are calculating, whoever can see their cipher script, you notice that in the room where you just torched the area, there was some writing, some graffiti on the wall. Now, I'll just say right now because I don't want to waste your time. If you know Drow, which is Undercommon, you can read some of the graffiti that is on the wall, and you would know this by making your decipher script. Now, decipher script, the DC for that, or it's just a skill check, guys. I don't think there's no.
Let's see, decipher script.
Can you just hold click one more time, GM?
Oh yeah, let me find you guys. All right, so y'all. Oops, y'all.
And what was the DC on that?
It's only like 22. It's not that much, not that high.
Oh, let's hope I can make it. I only got 3 on that.
Well, that's not good. All right,
No.
so you don't.
I
know
did
what,
not make it.
Yeah, you don't know what it says, but it's definitely the only reason you kind of have an idea that it's a drow is because it's got a lot of drow or drow symbolism.
What is DC, Nelson?
It's 22, but you need decipher script. Decipher script
Yeah,
is
I do have it,
Yeah, I didn't pick it up, so.
but I'm only 20, so that's all right.
yeah, it's 22. All right, well you guys get the idea. This is kind of like what it might have looked like. Well, regardless of that, I'll show you what symbols might or might not be here. So, actually, let me just show you the symbol. Well, regardless of that, what else do you guys want to do? You ready to rock and roll?
Yes. Let's see, there's no hidden compartments in this room.
No. It's basically your friend there just kind of killed pretty much
Nuked
everything.
everything. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's being useful.
You all were scared of walking in this room, so I killed it with fire.
That's what's up.
Oh.
That's what you do.
Oh, there's more shit over here, isn't there?
Yeah, it's. I thought you guys were gonna go in and start kicking some ass, but you know, oh well. You know, which is
Gotta
fine.
be cautious.
Yeah, I gotta be cautious, right?
We'll be fine. Let's see. Let's go. Nothing happening.
Or is this? I mean, are these still living things, or?
No, they're there to as ambiance, and again, you pretty much torched everything in the room. Well, technically, it's not torched since it's an illusion, but you killed the swarms, which is the important part.
No. Here's what happens. I'm casting an illusion, but I'm pulling from the plane of shadow to add quasi-reality to it. So they do actually burn. Just if they believe the illusion, they take full damage.
No, I meant the plants, the little puss field.
The pods.
Pods. What I meant is the pods are not technically, shriveled up in fire, because they're just plants, is what I meant to say. All right, so you go around the corner, Elias, and you finally find a stairwell that goes down. All right,
Here's the stairs.
All right, so I am ready to put you guys on the second level of the Undermount. You already know that the Loth temple that the goblin was talking about when you first got down here is adjacent to the stairwell, which is, here's the stairwell. You're going to make it to close to the Loth temple, I guess, or church or whatever it is down there. Just a little heads up, just in case you might have forgotten.
As I'm going down, I am going to hide and move silently so they cannot hear me.
All right. So you guys are downhill. All right.
So basically, I don't blow with hiding. So I'm kind of waiting in the stairway. So he kind of
so he doesn't give my position away.
All right.
And that was with a 1, by the way. I critically failed a hide check.
All right. Well, the guys tell you technically. Anyway, I don't think you can fail on a 1 on a hide check. By the way, I think the criticals and misses are for for the DC rolls or for attacks and things like that, not for a skill check, if I'm correct on that. All right, so you are. Well, I mean, it's still a pretty good high check, by the way. 36 is good. All right, so you make it down to the second level. As soon as you make it
I
down here,
cannot see anything.
let me check your which one. Oh, okay. Well, let me get your correct character. Maybe the whatchamacallit. Oops. Let me check that. Huh. All right. Well, let me fix your token real fast while he is
Or you
adjusting.
could maybe try hooking me in. Maybe I'm in the wrong spot on the map.
No, no, no. You're right. It's just what was your vision? 2020, 40/20. Am I correct on that?
I think it's 60 feet dark vision.
Oh, 60 feet. Okay, gotcha. All right. So again, you are looking. I'll fix you in a second. And okay, there we go. All right. So you should be able to see.
Okay.
Now. All right. So you are looking down the stairwell. You don't need to make a listen check. You can definitely hear what looks to be some chanting. In a language you never heard of before, unless you speak undercommon. If you do,
Nope.
then I'll tell you what you can hear. If you don't, all you hear is chanting, and it's coming from pretty much the north area of this this place. So again, if you're going to go down lower, just let me know, so I can.
Yes. Let's see. Which way is lower? Probably this way, right? Nope, the other way.
Well, there's only one way you can go, technically. All right, so so once you get to that area, the stairwell goes to the south. You can tell because it's got the little whatchamadoodles. And then to the north, you can see what looks to be an elaborate stone door to the north. Now, this stone door has two very large knockers, and I don't mean girls' knockers. I mean, the knockers for a door. Whether you now these knockers seem to have like these skulls that are decorative, that connect the sides of or the circle knockers together. And again, it's basically right here. So again, you do see the. Actually, you know what? Let me put something there to symbolize the door. I don't want you to think it's just a wall. All right. So what do you want to do, sir? The noises are definitely 1,000% coming from the north. Whether you want to do anything about that. To the west, there is a hallway where you can see a flickering light coming down from that area. So, well, you haven't really moved up, but you can definitely see.
Let's investigate it.
Well, you can definitely see the flickering light coming from the hallway. You can't really tell anything else because of the massive amount of noise that is coming from the north section. Now, as soon do you have arcane sight? Well, actually, even if you did, you wouldn't be able to tell. But the whole place is basically, again, if you have arcane sight, everything in the Undermountain glows as if it was magical. So if you're trying to find any magical traps or anything like that, it's going to be almost impossible because it. Again, everything radiates magic, so that's what I'm trying to say.
So let's take a listen at this. No, I don't need to listen at the door. There's a lot of noise coming from there.
All right.
What kind of torch is this?
It's basically a torch that's on a bracket, on the side
Just
of the
a
wall.
regular old mundane torch?
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay.
I mean, if you want to fuck with it, that's you.
No, I'm good.
I don't think your friends are following you, sir. So if shit hits the fan, you're gonna be on your own, sir. Your friends are not behind you. So you look back and you notice that your friends are not even close to where you're at. So if something were to happen, you would be on your own. So just
if they can make it through my hide check.
Well, yeah, but there's always move silently, which you're not making a roll. I'll let you know whether you need to do a move silently. But right now, you don't have to. But you do have to make sure that your friends got your back, which they might or might not, because they might go to the south and they don't give a shit about you. So just want to mention that to you, just in case you might feel a little paranoid at the moment. All right, Mr. Elias, you again. I'm not going to make my hide check, but up ahead, you see. Well, let me just show you what you see, sir, and then you can decide whether you want to do a little backstab maneuver. All right, so let me put the creature that I'm talking about. What the hell is he? Okay, here we go. All right, you see this thing? Jesus, that's not right. It's too damn big for the room.
That's what she said.
All right, you see this thing kind of patrolling the area. You don't know what it is. Actually, you can make you can definitely make a check. Actually, you see what? Well, there might or might not be another one right behind him, but they're they're large creature because again, you can tell what they look like. Whether they can sniff you out. You know, some creatures have scent. By the way, you know this. It's not like I have to tell you. But there are some creatures that have scent, and they might or might not know that you are in front of them at the moment. But just a little heads up. All right, so you see them. They don't notice you at the moment. What do you want to do, Mister? I'm hiding with a 36 hide check.
I am going to backtrack.
All right.
And seek out my friends.
All right. So as a D&D player, you already know this. There's scent. There's if you don't wash your balls, you're gonna have a scent check on you. Another thing is move silently, which I'm not gonna make you roll, but they're a little bit too far away for them to even bother with you. And the third way is if they might or might not have detect magic. You can hide, but your magical items are going to glow. All right, but that might or might not be a problem. Anyway, so just want a little heads up on that one. Okay, so you turn back and your friends are like, you're not
still
dead
in the stairwell.
Yeah, they're like, oh, why aren't you dead? We're missing silver, man. We need some enthusiasm here, guys. You might or might not be dying. All right, so on the way down, you actually.
Where did Mingar go?
They're over here. They're like, he's over here. Whether he's on chat, yeah, he's on chat. All right, well they're not talking to you, bro. So you're gonna have to motivate the guys maybe.
Hey, does anyone want to beat something up?
Oh sure, yeah, why not?
So let's make some strategy. What did you see?
One big creature so far. He's large, I can tell you that. I don't know exactly what it is. And I want to take him on by myself. I needed some backup.
Could you bring them here?
Let's see what.
Because there is some spellcaster further, so it's supposed to be a temple with spellcaster.
Actually,
hey guys,
I can try.
I'm sorry about this, but I have to run. I've got a little bit of a family emergency here.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have to stop, guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. All right. Well, at least. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna have to stop because two people are just it's not gonna be good with two people, guys.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and stop, and I am gonna see if I can recruit more people because I'm losing people for whatever reason. All right. Well, did you guys have any questions or comments? Anything?
No, it's it is what it is. It's
Okay.
fine.
Oh, well.
Our IRL takes precedence over video game stuff.
That's true. That's true. All right. Well, hopefully we can do something with this second level of the Undermountain. Okay, guys. Well, if you don't have any more questions, I think Mr. KJ has already dropped from Skype.
Yeah,
All right. Well, well, that's gonna be it then.
Alrighty. I'll see you guys next